Everybody get inside.
No cap, I look back, it looked like a big ass shadow, but it was solid at the same time, like a few shadows, but they were solid at the same time, and it almost looked like they was coming our direction, like they was chasing us, but they was disappearing and reappearing closer. So I'm like, yo, so we start. I ain't never even been to Miami. Shit, yo, y'all be bugging. Yo, real shit though, y'all stay away from the fucking aliens and all that. Y'all be saying direction like they was chasing us, but they was disappearing and reappearing closer. So I'm like, yo, so we start.
Oh, loco.
Soy la, vení. Soy la. Just get in there. Come on. I mean, there's a cop right there. What?
It was the streak seen across the sky, now seen around the world. This, as our 8 News Now investigators confirm, Metro actually set up cameras at this home where a family called 911 claiming to see aliens in their backyard. And tonight, a fierce debate is underway about the legitimacy of an alleged UFO crash. Good evening, I'm Janice Valdez.
And I'm Brian Loftus. Our 8 News Now investigators reporting about terrified members of a local family who told police they had aliens in their backyard. Chief Investigator George Knapp here to piece it all together.
You know, as with all things UFO, the public debate is ferocious and ongoing. Was it all a hoax? Were we duped? Was it all an evil plot, a cover-up, all of the above? We took another look at the hubbub to separate wheat from chaff. The fireball captured on a police body cam on the night of April 30th was real. The American Meteor Society says witnesses reported seeing it all across the West, from northeastern Utah to Southern California. Another Las Vegas resident sent us a video of the same object recorded on her home camera.
Investigation by Nexstar station KLAS.
As the story of the Las Vegas incident spread across newscasts and social media, one of NASA's planetary defense officers weighed in to say it was likely a small meteor that fell to Earth hundreds of miles away from Las Vegas. Police videos obtained by 8 News Now indicate Metro officers were among the witnesses.
One of my partners said they saw something fall out of the sky too, so that's why I'm kind of curious.
The appearance of the meteor seemingly triggered the events that followed. A frightened family called 911 and told police they had 10-foot-tall alien beings in their backyard. Officers responded to the home minutes later, interviewed the witnesses, canvassed the area, and cautiously inspected the backyard to look for intruders. One thing noticed by the officers was a circle in the soil. In conversations with us and in a podcast interview, Angel, the main witness, suggested the circle might have been created when an unknown object landed in the yard. Social media sleuths have since pointed out that the circular image has been viewable via Google Earth for more than a year. The family told us by phone they had seen suspicious vehicles with men in black types checking out their home. Turns out there is substance to that. A retired police officer fessed up on News Nation that he spent days staking out the house to see what, if anything, unfolded. What about those reports that Metro installed a special surveillance camera atop the house, presumably to watch for intruders, human or otherwise, or overzealous media? Turns out that's true as well. Metro confirmed as much in a statement to 8 News Now's David Charnes. The system stayed on the roof for days. What about the Ring camera video with the weird noise? The main witness, Angel, intimated to us the video was recorded by one of his neighbors, and the audio was from the April 30th UFO crash. It wasn't. The security camera video was recorded in mid-April, according to the man who first posted the clip. He doesn't want his name used, but says the recording was from a fireball that passed over his home in the southwestern part of the valley 2 weeks prior to the alleged alien encounter. The family declined to be interviewed by us, but members have spoken elsewhere and stick to their claims of seeing aliens in the backyard. Dozens of people on social media have analyzed and dissected the images with various claims of aliens spotted in the shadows. Police do not believe this was a hoax call, which could be a crime if done intentionally. In the fervid swamp known as UFO world, our coverage of the story was itself seen as a dastardly plot to distract attention away from a prominent whistleblower named David Grush, who stepped forward around the same time. Grush unveiled his explosive on-camera account on News Nation, which is owned by the parent company of KLAS. In spite of the local news story, Grush's story was reported by news media all over the world. Curses foiled again.
All right. So, I mean, what do you make of this whistleblower, David Grush?
He first reached out to me about a year ago. We've been in contact ever since. He's the real deal. I mean, he had a distinguished career in the Air Force. Then he went to work for a three-letter agency you probably haven't heard of, the NGA, which basically tracks everything in space, in the air, in the ocean, under the ocean, on land. They keep tracks of everything. He has the highest security clearances in our government, and in that capacity, he interacted with something like 2,000 SAP, special access programs, and he learned along the way that we're reverse engineering crash flying saucers, and he's been telling that to Congress under oath behind closed doors. And I think they'll probably bring him back. So it's a pretty intriguing story. A lot like what we've been hearing about out in the Nevada desert for a long time.
Right. Of all the stories you've done over decades and decades, this one has really gone worldwide.
The backyard alien?
Yes.
Oh, it's crazy. It's crazy how much email we get, you know. We're not done with it. We'll see where it goes.
I was going to say, this is not the last of that story.
No.
All right, George, thanks for that. Now,
there it is. Oh my god, I can literally see the shadow now. Guys, I think he wasn't lying.
I look back, no cap, yo. No cap. I look back, it looked like a big ass shadow, but it was solid at the same time, like a few shadows, but they were solid at the same time. And it almost looked like they was coming our direction, like they was chasing us, but they was disappearing and reappearing closer. So I'm like, yo.
I just heard from my reliable source, very reliable, that this alien is a big fan of Lionel Messi and he came to Miami just to visit him.
Alright, look. Y'all thought I was playing. I know y'all see those lights. Look at them. Not them little ones because my little mirror thing scratched up. I know you see them right there. Unidentified flying object, spotted in Miami 2024. Miami Mall, alien incident.
Of alien sightings at Bayside Marketplace.
On January 1st, 2024, at around 9 p.m., the Bayside Marketplace in Miami, Florida, was surrounded by over 60 police cars, and people were informed that it was due to a fight between several teenagers. However, the police's explanations were clearly unconvincing, and several mainstream media outlets echoed the police's statements. Many netizens believed that a very unusual event was being covered up. At the same time, multiple eyewitnesses shared videos on social media and reported a shocking scene. 8 to 10 ft tall, semi-transparent, gray creature appeared near the mall. These videos and multiple eyewitness testimonies quickly spread across the internet and caused a stir.
Gray alien caught on Ring camera in backyard, Miami.
Stop for a sec, stop. What are these things?
Here comes another one, I'm telling you. And there's one way over there. Where? It's far away over there.
There's the UFO. just saw 2 others of that. The other 2 went away.
That one's going to.
Oh my god! I don't want to get that close. Oh shit! You think that's...
corny.
Oh my god! What's that, Chinese lantern? Oh my god, that's scary. Oh my god, I'm gonna move back. I'm gonna get behind you guys. Hold on, I can't really... What's that? Is that it? Wait, hold on.
Oh, there's lots. Some of them are in the, in the corner.
Oh my god, okay, I see something. Some little dog. Oh my god, I never seen something like that before.
You see the house, the spaceship on the side?
Oh my god, look at that shit on camera. Oh, you're bad. You're so bad. Oh,
So, what's your name?
oh my god, what's that UFO? You think that's UFO? Oh my god, that's sick.
Here.
Oh my god. I want to get close. Right there. Oh shit, let me get right here. Oh my, I don't know. Let me see. Oh my god, look at that.
Oh, look at them there.
Oh my god.
I want y'all to take a minute to read that. You know what? You probably can't read anyway. United States government could be said to reveal it has been hiding real life 30-foot wide alien. I don't know if y'all know your measurements. Do you know how fucking big a 30-foot wide alien could be? And if that's the case, where the fuck are you hiding it? Where is this 30-foot wide alien? Because that is creepy in itself. First, there's no such things as UFOs, and now there are UFOs, and they're not aliens, they're interdimensional beings, and supposedly interdimensional beings manifested in Miami. I mean, what the fuck is going on?
Oh, hell no. What the fuck is happening, bro?
So I wanted to go ahead and briefly touch on the aliens and Miami incident, as well as give you some predictions as to what to look out for in the coming future. Now, this alien thing is just only the beginning. Now, as you've seen throughout the past few years, the alien stuff has been coming out more and more. Now, the soft disclosure that you've been receiving, especially over the past couple of years, was basically a way to kind of soften the blow, to get you guys used to the idea that aliens are real. Now, many of you guys might think that this is a false flag or Project Bluebeam or whatever. And as I've been warning you guys, if you've been following me for a while, for a few years now, the alien situation is a real thing and it's going to become much more frequent. We are going to have to get used to the idea as a society, as a civilization, that we are not alone in this universe, as well as that we are coexisting with parallel realities that contain multiple types of interdimensional beings. This year is going to reveal so much about our world, our universe, and everything in it. And people are going to be shook. So if you're one of those people right now that thinks everything is a distraction or everything is a conspiracy theory, I would really listen up to this message. Yes, while there are a lot of distractions going on in the world today, this is not really one of them. This is a preparation for something much bigger to come in the very near future. And believe it or not, I mean, it's evident, and with the whistleblowers that have just been coming out recently, our government has been working with ETs for a long, long time. So they've been prepared for this. They knew exactly what was about to happen, which is why they have been preparing us for it. And just for the record, there is no Project Bluebeam here. Project Bluebeam is an old, outdated project, and it really has no merit. It's not happening. Granted, there's many facets to Project Bluebeam that are being implemented with this whole agenda, but the whole Bluebeam scenario, the holograms, all of that stuff, that's not a thing. That's not happening. Now, it's my personal belief that the ETs that showed up in Miami are interdimensional beings. It is reported that a bunch of kids in the Miami Mall ended up having some sort of device. And this device apparently was like plugged in, and they ended up creating some sort of portal inside of the mall. Now, this is just a report. I'm not saying 100% that this is fact, but there are multiple eyewitnesses that suggest that something weird did happen in that mall. And what ended up happening is that this portal seemed to have opened up a hole into another dimension. And coming from this dimension were these beings. And the beings stepped out of this portal and they basically started wandering around. People started freaking out, running, and then I guess some of these beings were chasing people. Now, I don't believe that these beings are meaning to cause any harm, and in fact, like, they probably didn't know what was going on either. Some random people just opened up a portal in their universe, and then they're like, whoa, where the hell am I? Now, I firmly believe that more and more of these incidents are going to start popping up this year. I mean, we already had an incident last year, especially with regards to the Vegas incident, where these really tall beings showed up in, you know, some random people's neighborhood. And again, our government already knows and has already prepared for these scenarios. And they're going to do their best to try to contain it, because at the end of the day, they really don't want this information to be leaked out. They want to have 100% control of the narrative. And while they are intending on getting this information out, they want to get it out the way they want to get it out. And they want to get it out in a way to where they can perpetuate fear as well as control. However, as I've been saying for many years as well, that ETs have been preparing to disclose themselves for a while now. And because our government is not upholding their agreements with the ETs, they're going to end up making it happen on their own. Not only that, but we got to understand that there's a huge collective shift that's happening to the planet right now. The veil is lifting, interdimensional portals are opening, multiverses are converging, like so much weird shit's been going on as of lately, and people are starting to pay attention to that as well. And I hate to inform you, but 2024 is only going to get weirder and more bizarre. And like I said before, you guys are going to see, witness, and experience things that you never thought were possible. But granted, the CIA has already put out thousands of documents on these types of things many years ago, and many people were not paying attention. So again, many people are going to be very surprised, very confused. And then obviously you're going to have it's a distraction people. You got to realize that this universe, this reality that we're living in, is not what it seems to be. You've been lied to your whole lives, my friends, in order to strip away your sovereignty, your power, and to keep you from really knowing who you are and your place in the cosmos. So my suggestion to you for this year, pay attention and take this shit seriously. Otherwise, you're going to really, really struggle with what you're about to experience. Love and light to you all.
In just the first 2 weeks of 2024, we have witnessed a video that has both captivated and bewildered UFO enthusiasts around the globe. The new clip shows what some are calling a jellyfish UFO first spotted on a U.S. operations base in Iraq in 2018. But this video is just now making its way into the public eye. Then just days after the video emerged, the House Oversight Committee held a closed-door briefing with members of the intelligence community. Mixed reaction on how that went. Joining us now is Nick Pope, UFO expert who investigated UFO reports with the UK Ministry of Defence. Nick, it's good to see you. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me, Natasha. Yeah.
And I'm specifically interested in your take on this purported jellyfish UFO video because at the UK Ministry of Defence, you examined UAP reports with an eye towards national security. So when we look at this, what do you see here? What are the potential national security implications for the US?
Well, the simple answer to your question is that I see a threat, whatever this thing is. And I've heard skeptics say, well, it could just be a bunch of helium balloons or a drone. Well, sure. If that's the case, you can tie a grenade to helium balloons, and we've all seen footage from Ukraine, of course, of grenades and other weapons being dropped from drones. This thing was flying over a sensitive U.S. military base in Iraq. And so whatever we think it is, whether you're a believer or a skeptic, this is a potential threat, and we need action and we need answers.
What are the odds this is a piece of forgotten spyware and not actually extraterrestrial in nature?
I think it's about 50-50. And that's why we need a statement from the Department of Defense. Now, I mean, I 5 days ago asked them for a line on this. I said, are you aware of this footage? Is it official? If it is it in the Arrow database? Have they done an assessment? Do they have any conclusions on this? And I was told 5 days ago they are looking into this, and I've heard nothing since. And I think, that's not good enough, frankly.
Yeah, is it just silence from the Pentagon on this? And what do you want to hear from them?
Well, I want to hear some answers, not just on this video, but as you said in your introduction, we had this week another a classified briefing to the House Oversight Committee, and we've had mixed reports out of that. Some of the congressional representatives said that there was nothing new, waste of time. Others said it did move the dial somewhat, but they talked, of course, about David Grush, whose story News Nation has featured a lot. And one of the comments that we heard after this briefing was that all that happened was that they were briefed on the procedures and the processes, whereas what they were saying is they want answers on the substance of David Grush's claims. He has said that there is a non-human intelligence with craft and bodies. That's what Congress wants an answer on, and they're not getting it.
All right, Nick Pope, I always appreciate the insight and time. Thank you so much.
This message is being broadcast by the Department of Defense of the Republic. At 2 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, multiple unidentified objects.
They put the coordinates in backwards. They reversed them. Listen, y'all, listen. The Miami incident, right? Or at the mall. I was watching one of the victims, and he said that it seemed like a portal opened up, and all of a sudden these beings just came through. So it got me thinking, well, where did they come from? Well, they had to come through a portal. So, just for shiggles, I went to Google Earth, went to the mall, got the coordinates, flip-flopped the coordinates, put that in Google Earth, and just to see where it would take me, it took me to the center of Antarctica. Do y'all remember what I was talking about? How there's an alien civilization in Antarctica living under the ice? Do y'all remember that? Because if not, let me remind you, there's supposedly a alien race living in Antarctica. And if they were trying to go to this alien base in Antarctica, they swapped the coordinates and ended up at the fucking mall in Miami. I'm tripping. Go to Google, find the coordinates for the mall, reverse the coordinates, and it will take you to Antarctica. I shit you not.
Police in Las Vegas found themselves in the middle of a UFO mystery last month after an out-of-this-world 911 call.
They're like 9 foot, 10 foot tall. They look like aliens to us. Big eyes. They have big eyes.
A family called police on May 1st saying something had crashed in their backyard. They also said they saw large, non-human creatures roaming around the crash site. As far-fetched as it might sound, officers took the case and the call very seriously after a mysterious sighting of their own.
Like a big creature.
A big creature?
Yeah, like around 10 feet tall.
Because I'm not going to BS you guys. One of my partners said they saw something fall out of the sky too, so that's why I'm kind of curious. Did you see anything land in your backyard? Or?
Meteor Society said there were other reports of an unknown object flying around that same night.
Three extraterrestrials appeared in Miami Mall.
Dad, look, they're raiding the mall.
so a few nights ago, over 50 cops and helicopters were called over in a shopping mall area in Miami, Florida. Why were there so many cops?
I was there at the Bayside Mall with my family.
This is just rumors and witness reports that there were 7 to 10 feet tall creatures.
My brother, we look behind us, and then we see these 3, 9, 10 foot tall creatures. As soon as it made itself more apparent, it looked like it was glitching. I was about like 20 feet away, because obviously everybody gave it distance, right? And they're tall, so we all just like looked at them. They were just standing there, and the thing that was a little bit weird, it was clearly like observing us. It was sentient.